2020. The Rush. Elizabeth. To get the charcoal, my mom found an image of it and we had to rush to Petco to get it. However, to administer the medicine, we needed a syringe. I checked the time. 7:25. Okay. I hope we can make it back on time. We didn't have one, so I texted one of my best friends, Addie. Hey, get a syringe. It's an emergency. Thankfully, she texted back immediately. Yes, he can come over now and pick it up. I still looked at Pear, and he was in the exact state. Right before we left, I decided to let Blue out of his cage to see what he can do to make things a little bit brighter for Pear. I concurred and literally sprinted off without a second thought with my mom into the car. We went to Addie's house first to get the tool, which happened rather quickly, and we sprinted into the car once again for Petco. Alright, we got half of what we needed. Don't fail me now. I looked at the time. 7:37. Oh, Bluey, please do something before we can. I used to think Petco had long open hours, but when I needed those extra hours, I stopped that way of thinking. Every second mattered. Whoa, look at all these baby budgies. No, hey, snap out of it. Remember what you're here for. Me. Oh yes, sorry. I did just find where the budgies were, so we should be near the charcoal. It was actually bird charcoal, meaning it was bird safe. Its purpose was to absorb toxins and eliminate them faster. That was exactly what we needed. Seeds, millet, more seeds, nutriberries. Where the heck is the bird charcoal? When I was beginning to become impatient with my eyes, one line of dialogue saved me from going insane. I found it. I briefly looked at the packaging to see that my mom really found it. Don't make the checkout line long. There was one person in front of us, but luckily there were two cashiers. They were also probably trained to work fast so as to not waste too much time, which then I valued so much. We got our receipt and dashed out the door. As we got inside the car and drove home, I saw that it was 7:44. Almost 20 minutes had passed already. I'm not going to lie by saying this has got to be the most tiring 20 minutes I have ever had so far. Even more tiring than when I ran the mile in less than half the time, but it's not done yet. After the garage door opened, I took a deep breath before opening the door to go inside the house. When I checked the last place Pear stood, he wasn't there. He didn't fall, right? I clapped my hands for Blue to show up, as he was nowhere to be found, as well as apart from Pearl, who ate millet. Bluey flew onto my hand, as he should, and I'd been taught ever since he first came. And then Pear walked out from under the couch. Bluey, you did it. You saved him. For whatever reason, tears fell from my eyes, though I wasn't sad. In any case, I was quite the opposite. I then remembered that my grandma told me that some people had happy tears. My mom took out some clear liquid that wasn't water and told me to crush the charcoal. I used a metal rolling pin to make it into a nice fine powder and mixed it in well with the liquid. My mom used a towel to gently grab Pear as I put the mixture into the syringe. Surprisingly, he loved eating it so much and continued, almost smiling. Although he still wanted to play with Bluey, it was bedtime, so my mom put him in the cage and let him sleep, and the others sleep. I did still have my English assignment to complete, but due to my mindless mind and me not wanting to flunk the task, I emailed my teacher telling her exactly why I wasn't able to complete it on time, as it was due in a few hours. She replied a few minutes later and told me that I could finish it whenever I could. Isn't she amazing? I turned it in on the next morning. Bluey, before my grandma and mom left to buy and get medicine for Pear, they finally let me out. My dream came true. No, at all. Part of it. Like me. Yes, the other half is for Pear to be okay, which is my job to make him feel better. I flew over to him. Pear, don't give up. It's so difficult to breathe, though. What's your favorite activity to do? I asked, seeming to ignore his previous response. Going under the couch? Let's do that, then. I went after he did, though he was less active than before. Bluey, you did it. You saved him. It's only his mood that improved the most, so the humors are so necessary in this case. How do you like the medicine? What medicine? This black stuff tastes like millet and honey. That's some medicine. The humans put him to bed, to which Pearl and I went in ourselves. Pear. Once the humans left, Bluey flew over to visit me. Pear, don't give up. It's so difficult to breathe, though. What's your favorite activity to do? Going under the couch? Let's do that, then. I don't see where this is going. After some time, I realized that this remedy helped boost my system. My muscles had to be worked out in order to function well anyway. Bluey, you did it. You saved him, my mom cried while walking over to see us. When my grandma put me in a towel and fed me some black concoction, it tasted so sweet. How do you like the medicine? What medicine? This black stuff tastes like millet and honey. Thank you, Blue. You're my lifesaver. You're my hero. I'll never forget this. I was put into bed, my cage, and it was time to sleep. What a day. Pearl. The humans were so motivated to do something that I didn't even know what it was. I usually did. Pearl was sick though, so that could be it. They looked after letting Bluey out, to which he flew over, right on over to Pearl like he was meant to. He then brought him onto the floor, somehow causing him to believe that he could indeed do it. Pearl looked weak, so I took a few steps forward. Nevertheless, a magnificent sight rushed me and hitched my mindset. Half a millet. I knew stealing from another bird's millet was wrong, but the boys were busy. Besides, Pear shouldn't be eating this much millet in such a state even if he could. The humans returned soon, and after giving Pear his homemade medicine, my mom exclaimed joyfully, "Bluey, you did it! You saved him!"